Hi everyone, it's Elizabeth here. So I'm just doing a quick video to share that in a month, maybe about a month and a week, I'm going to be walking the Camino de Santiago trail, and I'm going to be doing the Portuguese way route. So the central route that goes from Porto, Portugal up to Santiago de Compostela in Spain. And it's actually quite interesting that I'm doing this. I have such a fascination with Portugal and Spain. When I lived in Europe, in Germany with my ex-husband, we both loved these countries, but ironically, what we thought we would find in Spain, we actually found in Portugal. Just kind of the smaller cities like Lisbon and Porto being these really great, vibrant areas with the tile on the facades of the architecture. And the reason why I'm doing this, it's definitely more of a spiritual journey. 2018 has been a heck of a year for me. I don't think I've ever had such a difficult year in my life. And one of the main reasons is because of going through a divorce, kind of a divorce that I didn't really want. And this separation happened in October of 2017, so I'm almost a year in. And it still affects me. It affects me a lot. Not in a bad way emotionally, but I'm still kind of can be connected to that, and I'm trying to like keep my emotions together on this video. I think it's a really interesting kind of spiritual purge that I will be going on, just due to the fact that my ex-husband and I both loved Porto, Portugal, and that's where I'm going to be starting this trip. I actually will be in Portugal on October 18th, which is 1 year exactly from the day that my husband told me he was going to divorce me on October 18th of 2017, excuse me. And so it's just been a really rough year. I've had a lot going on. I think when you go through a divorce, you go through massive transitions of trying to rediscover yourself. You're trying to understand the single modern dating world, which is not easy. And I fractured my toe, and the spiritual meaning behind the toe I fractured was actually, it's connected to your higher self and your spirit world, and maybe in the summer I kind of lost my way a little bit. I don't know. So I'm looking forward to this. It's my Jesus year. I'm 33. 11 years ago, at the age of 22, I packed a bag and I went to India to do the whole yoga in India thing and backpack. I had a fellowship, a scholarship that I won in college to go and do that. And so that was really fun. And I think it's just funny because I do remember my intuition. I met my ex-husband, when I was 23. And so at 22, I kind of knew there was going to be something interesting in my life happen at the age of 32 and 33. And this is not exactly what I was expecting. And so I'm really looking forward to the experience. I think whoever goes to do some form of spiritual pilgrimage, it's definitely a personal and it's an emotional experience. I had a friend who did it last year. And then I've read or watched other videos online. Somebody got cancer. They walked the trail. Other people got divorced. Other people are grieving some form of loss. And I think if anybody's ever gone through a divorce, they can probably understand the emotional component that goes behind it, especially if it's a sad ending of kind of like a pretty good and healthy relationship. I think some divorce can be very celebratory if it's a person that's exiting a very bad situation. I had a marriage that was kind of everything I've ever wanted, and I loved it. It was great. It was fun. And this year has just been that year of redefining and rediscovering yourself. And, sometimes you're like trying to do these new things while being stuck in the same situation, like being in the same apartment, the same city, the same job. It's definitely not easy, but there are ways to go around it. And so this trip for me is like pushing the reset button. I just need it. And I hope that you can follow along with it. I don't know how much I'm really comfortable with kind of sharing on a video quite yet, but I will try to write a blog as much as possible. I'm only going to bring my phone. I'm not bringing any technology with me. I will be, hiking around October 20th through early November. So about like 13, 14 days, which is, I guess, not that long in comparison to some people who do it for 30 days. But I just don't want to bring technology, especially if the weather is going to be kind of shifty. But it should be a fun and happy journey of kind of self-discovery, some purging. But I just think there's just so many interesting spiritual components of this trip that I feel that's going to be coming up. So I broke a necklace. Actually, my cat broke a necklace that I bought in Porto, Portugal, back in October of 2015. So my ex-husband and I went to Porto and traveled around Portugal a little bit in October of 2015. So this month is like really significant for me. And what happened, it's a ceramic bird, and so you see birds everywhere and roosters everywhere in Portugal. It's definitely a big part of their culture. I'm not going to get into that too much now because you can Google it and read more about kind of the spiritual components behind that. But it's made out of ceramic, so my cat knocked it off the toilet and it hit the tile floor in my bathroom and it broke off a wing. And that happened on my birthday, so a couple days after my birthday in February of 2018. And I was like, oh, I didn't think, like, it was so symbolic to how this year's been, because I kind of felt like I've had, like, a broken wing, except I had a broken toe. And I really wanted to make it back to Porto for some reason, just to find this necklace again. Like, I don't remember the name of the shop. I remember kind of the area I bought it in, so I'm going to be on a hunt for this ceramic shop to rebuy this €5 bird necklace, which I could just glue the wing back together. But anyways, I'm excited to get a new bird. It's actually kind of quite symbolic if I end up finding that shop, because I kind of feel like a new free bird that's kind of flying this fall, rather than 2018 being like a bird with like one broken wing that's been like trying to survive and like or not swim, but fly through the air, on one side, on one foot basically. And well, I think I've talked too much, but I hope you get a chance. So in mid to late October, you'll definitely be seeing like a lot of Instagram pictures. I'm going to try to do more rural tourism. This is not a party trip. I mean, if I get invited to a cool, fun party or run into a neat bar somewhere, that would be exciting, but it's definitely not a millennial, like, I'm not backpacking Ibiza. I've had that conversation with people who don't really know about this trail, and it is completely not related to partying whatsoever. It's about nature, it's about spirit, it's about rediscovery, it's about getting out of the hectic chronic life, getting back into nature. And I hope you can follow this journey. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.